So I'm Cal Dinser, Vice President of Information Security here at Virgin Pulse. I've been with the company for almost 15 years now. So Virgin Pulse is a well-being and engagement platform, and we sell into employers whose employees are the users of our platforms. The premise of what we're trying to do is help people change their lives for better. As employees are engaging with our product, they're hopefully being more active, tracking their steps. They're able to get information on daily healthy habits. And as they earn rewards through this whole process, hopefully they're becoming more engaged with their employers as well, through the fact that their employers are showing some real interest in their well-being, not just physical but also mental as well. So I am responsible for the information security and IT teams. So there's 3 separate teams that I am responsible for. Those are the corporate systems team, who manage the endpoints and office kind of infrastructure across our 2,000 users and 12 offices globally. We have our information security team who run the GRC tools for us, and that's SOC compliance, ISO 27001. All of our internal risk management is all managed by that team, and also things like vendor reviews, partner reviews, and those kind of things. Then we have our 3rd team, who is our SecOps and cybersecurity team, and they are responsible for managing our security posture. So deploying tools, monitoring tools, understanding what we have in terms of our risk profile, and making sure that those things are addressed. It's one of the big things that has come to light recently over the last 5 years. When I say recently, is your security posture is never just your security posture, and while SecurityScorecard for us allows us to monitor that, it's also important to be monitoring your third parties. Anyone that you're sharing information with, anyone that's going to be touching your systems, is effectively an extension of your security boundary. If they have poor hygiene, that could have very significant effects for you. For me, I think using a tool like this to supplement some of the manual reviews and diligence that goes on is critical. There's no way that any of us, with the shortage of security staff that we have in the industry, can realistically achieve the level of diligence that we need to get to in terms of technical reviews on all of the vendors that we have, unless we're using a tool like SecurityScorecard. So we were in a fortunate position, maybe it's serendipity at the time, where we were growing, and we have been for some time, so lucky in that respect, but we needed to have a better way to manage our vendors. So as we're growing, we're making sure that our platform is kind of fully featured, and not all of these features we can build ourselves. We need to involve partners to support some of these aspects. And then there's operational vendors as well. As the organization grows, that we just need to have more oversight over. When you're small, you're able to do that with a team and maybe some manual processes, but one of the key aspects for us was, how do we scale this as we're growing as an organization? As part of this, or alongside this, we had a client who was actually doing a security review on us. And as part of that, I got an invitation to look at my security scorecard. And as I was running through reviewing some of the findings that were flagged in there for us, came to light that this was exactly the type of tool that we needed to be using for our onward reviews as well, as part of our third-party management process. As we were growing, it really was difficult to manually keep up with all of the vendor reviews that we needed to do, and also get that second level of information where we've got this independent insight into just the technical security posture across the internet for any of our partners that we were looking to use. What we wanted to do was make sure that the existing workflows that we had could be supplemented by whatever we were going to be implementing. And SecurityScorecard helped us with that, where we can actually take our findings, and for a partner review or a vendor review, we can take the assessment results, we can validate those against the existing questionnaire. So it's kind of a separate piece of information that we've got, source of data for us to review. For the internal teams, the technical teams, where we're looking at our security posture and managing those kind of things, it's being able to take the finding, put it into a Jira ticket, and then be able to run with that. And as we grow as a business, being able to expand the team at the scale that we were growing was impossible. We're just not going to be able to achieve that. Being able to have a tool that helps us automate a lot of the reconnaissance information gathering around ourselves and also third parties that we're using means that we can save a significant amount of money just there, where the tool's doing something that we may need 3 or 4 people to actually do with the number of vendors that we have. And as those vendors continue to grow, that's not kind of a 1-for-1 each year, that becomes kind of this year you have 5, next year you have 5 plus everything next year, following year you have those 10 plus everything new that you add, right? There's just kind of always an expanding base that you're trying to work with. So being able to maintain the reviews of each of the vendors that we have within our GRC platform without having to expand the team has been critical for us to save money but also be operationally efficient at the same time, and a SecurityScorecard has been the tool that's really enabled us to do that.